Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube. How are you guys doing today?
Really? I'm a little busy here. Well, I guess I don't really have much of a choice. I mean, the show's starting, it's starting, right? So, welcome to the best hour. And the host, Michael Feyrer Jr. And, it's going to be a show about just everything and anything that's going on in Michael's world, in your world. So, I guess without further ado, let's get the show started. And I gotta wait a minute. Yeah. I'm done. So let's. You don't want to see that. Here's Michael Feyrer in the best hour of the day.
Oh, hi there. Michael's not here right now. I know you were expecting Michael, but you see, Michael's been suffering lately from low subscriber syndrome. So what I thought we would do before he gets here is hit that like button and that red subscribe button. You know, see, it's right down there. Yeah, got it? Did you get it? Excellent. Okay. As long as if you've hit it, then that's fine. I'll go get it. Can you pass me that towel?
What is up, best hour peeps? How are you guys doing this morning? It is raining and crappy as usual here in Pennsylvania. It never stops. It just never stops. But it doesn't really matter. I'm still here. We're still going to have a best hour of my day. And we're still in the studio, which is kind of a bummer. But it is what it is. We will be getting out and about this week. At least that's the plan. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm going to go to full-time outdoor shows or if I'm going to do a couple studio shows a week. It's probably going to depend on my filming schedule. But I do like to do outdoor shows, so we're going to get a heck of a lot more of those coming up in the future. Good morning. We have Justin Mellows in the house. Jelly Duck, hello. Roaming Raven RV. Roaming Raven RV. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Pam's Great Outdoor Adventure. Hello, Pam. How are you doing today? Irvin, the paid tourist, is in the house. Hey, Irvin, I hope you are traveling well today, and I hope you're somewhere warm and fuzzy, because that's the only place to be, and it's probably not raining. I'm sure it's gorgeous. Good morning, McGee Films. How are you? I guess some of our friends in Ohio got a little bit of snow. I don't know how. That freaking groundhog, I'm telling you right now. Going to the shooting range with my brother. Oh, McGee, that sounds like fun. It's good to see you as well, Jelly. All the way from Kuwait, where it's probably warm and sunny. Chicks running around in bikinis. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they don't do bikinis in Kuwait. It's hard to say. Either way. If we were at the beach here and it was 80 and sunny, women would be running around in bikinis. So that's, stuck in the head. It's just the way it is. Today is another Sunday. It's March 31st, the last day of the month. April Fools is all about coming out tomorrow, so just be on the lookout for those April Fools. Oh, boy. And don't worry, we still have the book at 10:30. You guys are going to be introduced to the new dad joke of the day, which will replace yesterday's dad joke of the day, which was somewhat of a disappointing letdown. But you know what? That's just like life. You never know what you're going to get. And if you go into life or any situation with high expectations, you're bound to be disappointed because you just don't know what you're going to get. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about, after the break, today I'm going to talk a little bit about expectations and all that kind of stuff. We had a really interesting run-in with some expectations yesterday. So if you make a video, should I do tags and intro, outro? If I make a video, should I do with tags and an intro, outro? I don't have a clue what you mean, Jelly. If you make a video, you should always use tags. Intro, outros. I don't know. There's a lot to be said about having a standard intro. If you're going to do like a bumper in between, like an intro that you talk about, and then just, maybe a little bumper and then going into the regular video, you want to make sure that your intro entices people to watch whatever content you have. It's kind of like a teaser, and then your bumper runs, and then you get right into the video. As far as an outro goes, I don't recommend it. A lot of times that's where people just drop off and you lose watch time. But of course, you definitely should put a call to action at the end of your videos saying, hey, like, share, and subscribe this thing if you like it. Everybody seems to do it. It's supposed to affect your watch time negatively, but again, everyone seems to do it. So there you go. I'm in Big Texas. Oh, we'll see. At least it's probably warm. You're using Talentsy. That's awesome, Jelly. I do love Talentsy. It has a lot of really cool features, but mostly I use it for epidemic sounds. And Talentsy was very nice to me. They actually opened a ticket for my monetization situation directly with YouTube, who then told them, sorry, but there's nothing we can do because we are just inept. Good morning, Organic Gardening in North Carolina. How are you doing? Stacy Morgan is in the house. I have never used a tag. I must learn how. Oh, so by tags, you guys are probably meaning hashtags and stuff. I don't know. You can use a hashtag if you want. I don't know how effective those things are. I can only speculate. So if you get a good popular hashtag, maybe it's pretty effective. I know on Instagram, tags are supposed to be pretty effective. I don't know how effective they are on YouTube. And most days, I don't really know whether YouTube knows how effective they are or whether YouTube even really knows what in the heck they are doing. So it's really hard to say. There is so much rumor and speculation as to what works and what doesn't work and what's good and what's not good on YouTube that it's truly, truly, truly impossible to say unless you have personal experience with something that actually works. I can tell you what works, and that's finding content that's searchable. So if you have a video that's searchable, you're much more likely to get views. If you don't, then you're much more likely that it will go out to your subscribers and then die. Good morning, Simply Shannon. How are you doing? Oh, man, it is so nice to see you today, my friend. All of Sunday. Yep, I know. It's craziness. My phone was almost dead this morning. I was going to try a little bit of an experiment, but I don't get good enough cellular signal in here. What I wanted to do was test to see if my rig would survive a full hour broadcast if I was tethering over my phone. But I get worse cellular service in my house than I do most places on the planet. So I couldn't get a signal that was serviceable enough to tether to my phone. So I'm going to have to just take a leap of faith and try it in the field and see what happens. I mean, how bad could it be, right? It couldn't be any worse than the broadcast we did from Centralia a couple of days ago. That was pretty bad. Streamlabs is definitely not an in-the-field broadcast software. It just doesn't work right on my cell phone, so I'm not going to be using it anymore. Interested in Talentsy? Use the link. Yes. If you're interested, you can learn more about Talentsy below. Basically, what Talentsy is it is a conglomerate of tools for YouTubers. And they also will do some really cool things for you, like create thumbnails or banners or things like that. It's all for $8 a month. You get epidemic sounds, an upgraded version of TubeBuddy, and access to a personal consultant who will tell you the things that you can do to improve your channel. And then, of course, They have all kind. There's just so much on Talentsy for $8 a month. It's really worth it. It's worth it just for the epidemic sounds, in my opinion. If you use music on your channel or you want to use music on your channel, Epidemic Sounds is pretty awesome stuff. They have a lot of original musicians and artists that put their stuff out there to give us, and then they give us the right to use it pretty much everywhere. So you can use it on Facebook, or at least I have been. You can use it on Instagram, at least I have been. I believe it's also good for Twitch and YouTube. So once you sign up and get your license, you're good to go. Good morning, Jay Lippman. Hello. Jay Lippman, we had to contact him this morning. We thought maybe he forgot it wasn't Monday yet because his video accidentally dropped for about 30 seconds. But he's quick on the draw. Got it pulled back. It's a great video, guys. If you got to see a second or two of it, you got a nice teaser. I'm really looking forward to seeing how well that video does. It's good content, and there's lots of value in there, lots of good information. Time for me to head home, so I'm listening but driving. Well, Pam, just please drive safe, my friend. Please drive safe. It's one of those days. I'm kind of wore out. I'm kind of tired. I don't know why. I shouldn't be. I haven't done anything. Yesterday, I literally sat on my couch and watched the Hallmark Channel all day long, and Monica and I had gone out and gone car shopping. And that is going to be the nature of my story after the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to talk a little bit about expectations and how they relate to life, but also how they relate to YouTube. Because having your expectations where they should be, or just having your goals where they should be, says a lot about what success really is on YouTube. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what you guys think about that. And there is Mr. Jay Lippman's link. Thank you, Needy. And by the way, Needy, good morning and hello. I always recognize that you're here dropping links, but I never say hello to you, Needy. I should do that more often. If you guys want an opportunity to meet Needs More Subs, by the way, he is going to be in Niagara for the Big Niagara Meetup at the end of September. It is over the weekend of September 20th, and you want to get a chance to meet Needy if you can. He's one of the most funny people I've ever met, but he's also got a lot of profound insight into marketing and YouTube and everything else. He's a great guy to get to know. So definitely, if you can make it to the Niagara Meetup in the end of September, I highly recommend it. I'm thinking there's going to be well over 30 people there this time. There are so many folks in Canada that are going to make the trip, and it's ridiculously shocking how many Canadians there are that do YouTube. So it's going to be awesome. I do believe Justin Mello is going to be there. Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis is going to be there. Let's see. There are just so many. Susan's Creative, of course, is going to be there. Stacy Morgan is going to be there, as far as I know. In the Woods with Wolfie had mentioned that he was going to be there. And those are just folks from north of the border. So I'm pretty excited about it. I do need to get my passport. I did print out the sheet. I've done nothing else with it. So that I got to get on that. I'm going to be there. It's right across the bridge from me. Get my passport. Yep. I got to get my passport. Wow, we are everywhere. I know, it's amazing. I wish that Naturebound would kind of come back and hang out with us. I haven't seen Naturebound now in about 5 months on YouTube, so I don't know where he disappeared to. He just disappeared. And I kind of messaged him on Twitter a couple of times, haven't heard anything back. If you know Naturebound, tell him to come back. Tell him to come back. Maybe he can go to the meeting and get motivated. And, who knows? Who knows? That's what it's for. That's what it's for. I'm pretty excited about it. I have my passport. Roaming Raven, are you going to be going to the meetup in September in Niagara? It would be awesome to see you. I don't expect to see Susan on the stream today. She doesn't usually come into the best hour of my day on the weekends. She's probably sleeping in, and then she'll be doing crafting all day long. But she is organizing all the activity and putting together all the locations and stuff. So if you are interested in coming to the September meetup, you kind of got to let us know. We could put you in the chat group so that you can help steer the direction of what we're going to do and all that stuff. I'm not sure they give passports to people who disseminate dad jokes. I don't know, Gregory. We're going to have to take our chances, man. We're going to have to take our chances. Sometimes good dad jokes can cause problems. What are you going to do? Of course, these dad jokes, I'm not sure would be considered good dad jokes. But hey, you know what? It says right on the back, all of these jokes got 1 star. So it kind of gives you a heads up. If you really want to blame somebody, if you go back and you watch my best hour of my day that we did on Christmas, I think it might be the last best hour of my day on my vlog channel. This book was a gift from one of the many viewers of the best hour of my day. You can always go back and thank them for that wonderful gift. I have a spot on the wall waiting for Nature Bound. I know, Stacy. I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared. Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. YouTube is a tough gig. It really is. YouTube's a tough gig. Nature Bound was spending a whole lot of time in a lot of live streams where people just constantly are in, drama and all that sort of stuff. If you're going to spend a lot of time on those live streams where people are just kicking up drama, it tends to make YouTube a lot less fun. I don't know how they managed to find it. We've been doing the best hour of my day now for over a year, and there haven't been any drama on this show ever. Every once in a while we get a troll, we have fun with it, we move on. But some of these other live broadcasts are just constantly drama. And I think at some point, Nature Bound just got kind of overwhelmed with it. I just hope nothing bad happened to Nature Bound. Last video was him camping with his daughters, and then he ran. Yeah, I don't know, Shannon. I haven't heard anything from the guy. All of the ratings, people don't like dad jokes because that was like, oh, well. You know what? Dad jokes are awesome. There's Stacey Morgan's link. If you haven't checked out Stacey Morgan's channel, I highly recommend that you do. It's all about community support and love. And he does a fantastic job. Look at my camera's kind of leaning again today. What's up with that? What's up with that? I know he was on here on the best hour all the time, but he was also on lots and lots and lots of other live streams. He's a great mod too. I really miss him. I hope we can get him to come back. It would be cool. Yes, it does. I've seen a lot of drama, but I travel the live streams. Yep, Simply Shannon. I used to travel the live streams a lot. Mostly I don't, because it's actually proven to be somewhat detrimental to my channel. I was growing plenty fast, but I was only gaining subscribers. I wasn't gaining viewers. So in the end, basically YouTube just takes all those subscribers that really never watch your content and purges them every couple of weeks. So I was finding that I'd go to a stream and I'd gain 10 subscribers, and then over the next 2 weeks I'd just have to suffer through losing those 10 subscribers who never actually watched any of my content. It just got frustrating. And if you're a numbers watcher for subscribers and that sort of stuff, I don't know, it just wasn't any fun. So it's not like there's not some great content out there in some of these live streams, but it's just not for me, because they don't police what people are saying in their chat, and it's just a big I got you game. And the folks that come here on the best hour of my day, yeah, we don't really play that. We're just a community of folks that want to collaborate together, work together, meet each other, and have fellowship. If you come here and you hang out, chances are people are going to check out your content anyways. There isn't any reason to do the I got you game. So, I think that's what I love the most about this community. And there's certainly no promise that anybody in this community is going to watch your content, but there is the promise that they're going to do the best they can to get to know you and support you. And even if that means through collaboration or other efforts. So to me, that's much more valuable than playing the I got you game in some of these other streams. But I'm just shocked at how much this live streamer is feuding with that live streamer, and there's just all this drama that's totally freaking unnecessary. So I kind of avoid all those things at all costs, because you know what, It just doesn't matter. If you're that concerned about all the drama going on in the community, you're not creating content. You're just not. So if you want to get involved in drama, you can let it consume your life, and you can be thinking about that stuff all the time. Or you can just go out there and make some videos and create content and add something positive to the world. That's the way I feel about it. Yep, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But luckily, we don't really have any of that stuff going on here. Man, it's already 10:20. Justin steals time very effectively. Very effectively. So in the second half of the stream, I'm going to talk a little bit about expectations and maybe even what success really is on YouTube, because I'm interested. A lot of people have a different definition of what success is. And of course, it obviously depends on what your end goal is supposed to be. I think that all of us do YouTube for the opportunity to maybe at some point get noticed. But to be honest with you, if that's your only reason for doing YouTube, you're probably in a little bit of trouble, because it's so difficult. It really is. It's a long-term game, and most people who do find success on YouTube find success over a long period of time. They're not an overnight success. And so if you have your expectations set on something specific, it's very difficult to maintain. Very difficult to maintain. Let's see, it's 10:21. I want to talk just a second about a fellow best hour friend. His name is Jay Littman. Who needs drama? We have comedy and fun. That's what I'm saying, Greg. And we have dad jokes. I want to talk about a good friend of mine, Jay Littman. He has produced a LUT pack for your videos. What is a LUT pack? Well, it is an overlay that goes over your videos to help to colorize them properly, and maybe even add a little bit of dramatic flair, or just a specific type of look that you might be looking for with your videos. If you don't have any experience with what a LUT pack does, you can watch a video that is over on Jay's channel where he explains how to apply these things, which is just epically awesome. But right now I'm going to show you a little clip of what his LUT packs can do, and if you are interested in checking them out or purchasing them, the link is in the description. So let me show you this. I think this video is just epic. And I know how hard Jay worked on this stuff, because I talk to him all the time. So let's check it out and see, and you can kind of get a feel for how hard he's working on this stuff. Here's this is the Jay Littman LUT LUT promo. And there you go. That is Mr. Jay Littman's LUT pack. Really, really awesome stuff, Jay. I'm excited to be able to offer it on here through the link. If you go into the description, you will see it. He also has a coupon code down there temporarily for a percentage off. I believe it's 20% off. So if you're interested, please check it out. Jay's an awesome dude. It always helps to support folks who support the best hour. And speaking of supporting the best hour, I see that my friend Jelly Duck has dropped some coins in the jar, and he's left us a very profound joke. So let me read this for you, because this is pretty awesome. It says, "So I was talking to my dog, and I asked him how his day was. He said, rough." Good one, Jelly. Good one, my friend. I still love a good dad joke from time to time. My wife would call them groaners. Either way, they make me laugh. It's pretty freaking funny stuff. Success for me is the ability to empower a person to achieve one of their own goals. Roaming Raven, I love that. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. And in fact, that is one of the things that drives me every single day, because I totally agree with that philosophy. Jay Littman, does your LUTs work with editors other than DaVinci? Roaming Raven RV, they should work on every editor. I believe the only one that he probably didn't test it too much on is HitFilm, but there's no question that they would work there as well. I believe HitFilm has like a LUT plugin or something. So you might want to just, you can always contact Jay and ask him about it. He can get those puppies up and working for you. Oh, man. Hey, Abraxas, good morning, good morning, good morning. Who's your back OD in the house? Blair and I are watching for a little bit. Good morning, Blair. And Ben, how are you doing? We are trying to create as much drama as we can in here. No, we're not. We are totally not doing that. You know why? Because I don't need it. I don't need it. But the link for Jay Littman's LUT Pack is in the description. There is also a coupon code, I believe, for 20% off. Please support him. He supports the best hour of my day very well, and he also supports many others in the community. I think it's awesome if we can support him as well. I like the intro. It's very unique, Jay. Yeah, Jelly, he did a really nice job with that video. And by the way, Jelly, thank you so much for the donation. You are the best, man. I really appreciate it. Every little bit helps to keep the channel going and gives me a little bit of gas money so I can continue to travel and meet other YouTubers and all the kind of stuff that I love to do. You're back to your normal 3 p.m. time frame. Hi, Macy. I didn't move. I know that your time changed. I know it's going to take a little bit of getting used to for everybody to get into the groove of getting back into the best hour of my day. But you know what? As long as you guys are here, by the time we get to the dad joke of the day, you're probably okay. Right? Am I right? There's Jelly Duck's. Thank you, needs more subs, for dropping Jelly Duck's link. If you haven't checked out Jelly Duck's channel, let me tell you a little bit about what it's about. Now, he's been playing around a little bit with a new quadcopter kind of thing that he got, a little drone. But Jelly Duck lives in Kuwait. It's a very, very unique culture, and I love to watch the channel just because I get to know more about the Kuwaiti culture and about Jelly Duck himself, who is just a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun. So check it out. Get to know a little bit more about Jelly Duck behind the camera. At some point, you know he's going to make the trip over here to the States, or we're going to make the trip over there to get to know him a little more. But until then, the best way to get to know him is just to check out his channel. Who's Your Back Outdoors? Why is the ocean so grouchy? Because it has crabs on its bottom. Oh, yeah, baby. Woohoo! We're busting out all the good dad jokes. You guys are going to ruin the awesome dad joke that's in the book coming up in 4 minutes. I have my latest video I've made. Well, awesome, Jelly. That's fantastic. And what do we got here? I put out a poll. On the stupid YouTube chat thingy. I don't even know what it's called. Community. It talks about what sort of travel content you guys want to see on the vlog channel. I don't know if anyone answered it because I haven't been able to go back and figure out how to find it again. But because YouTube, you know, when they make something, they want to make sure it's hard to use. You wouldn't want it to be easy. So when I actually figure out how to go back and check the poll to see how people voted, I'm interested to know. And you know what? If there is a sort of travel video that you enjoy me doing that I didn't mention there, don't hesitate to just write a comment and tell me. I'm sorry I'm not chatting much. I'm trying to get dressed in tights in a 2-year-old. Get a dress and tights on a 2. I hear you, Jay. It's all good, brother. It's all good. I thought for a second there you were trying to get a dress and tights on yourself, and that would have been a little strange. Don't forget to tune in to Timey's Week in Review and Creator Meet Stream today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jay, who's your back knows the feeling too. He has trouble putting on tights as well. Yes, there is the vlog channel. Needs more subs. Just drop that puppy in there. It is going to be strictly travel. I'm probably going to change it actually to Michael Feyrer Jr. Travels. And the tagline is going to be, amazingly enough, Find Your Adventure. I've started a comedy channel that all the Carl stuff and the Dr. Michael and any other goofy comedy stuff that I do is going to be on there. And the other thing that I want to do on the comedy channel is I want to start to do a lot more special effects based comedy. Stuff like when Carl put Michael in the trunk, things like that. I want to do that sort of stuff, and then I also want to kind of pull the curtain back and show you how to do that sort of stuff. Because to be honest with you, it looks pretty impressive, but it's not that hard to do. And I think a lot of people would, probably use some of that sort of special effects things in their videos more often if they had a better understanding of how simple it was to do. So I kind of want to do some special effects based comedy type stuff like that. We're talking 45 to 1 minute short type comedy videos with special effects type stuff. And then I'm going to do a video later, or possibly even just the second half of the video that shows you how it's done. That's kind of where the Get Off My Lawn channel is going to go. I'm going to try to produce a video for there once a week at least. And sometimes we might just do rants similar to the Neapolitan rant. You just never know what you're going to get. You just never know. Jay Littman should be an Olympic sport. There's no option for all of the above. I know, McGee, there isn't. There's not even enough options. I actually put it at the end of one of my Facebook videos that I did too, because believe it or not, I'm not putting all my eggs in the YouTube basket anymore. They just don't care enough about creators, and Twitch is actually making a significant effort to add aspects of video content to their thing. And they have already pretty much dominated the video game live streaming. Regular live streaming is moving a lot over to Twitch, and they are going to add a video component to their site as well. I think that big YouTubers are going to start flocking to any alternative content platform that actually gives a crap. And it's pretty obvious at this point that YouTube just doesn't. Or their management is so bad that they just can't figure it out. So it's not that I don't love YouTube. I do. It's always going to be my first love and my home for my channels. But I am starting to produce content for other venues simply because it doesn't make any sense to put all your eggs in one basket, especially when YouTube appears to be a rudderless pile of crap that doesn't have any idea what it's doing and doesn't have any respect for YouTubers like myself and many of the folks that are in the chat room right now who spend hours and hours and hours and hours of their own personal time and effort and energy creating content for YouTube because we love it, which is great. It's what we love to do, but we do deserve more than what we're getting from YouTube. So I think big YouTubers are going to flock to another platform, and I don't think it's as far off as you might think, because can it really get much worse from YouTube? They keep promising, but they don't ever deliver on the more. We're going to be more focused on the creators, and we're going to be more open. You know what? They're just going to have to hire more people, and they're going to have to get organized, because right now they're just completely rudderless. They don't know what they're doing. YouTube spends so much time putting out fires, it doesn't even have time to care about us. And that's the truth. But it is 10:33. It's 10:33, and I'm sure I'm making lots of friends on the YouTube support team. I love you guys. I love you. But, you know, you got to eventually start to run the company like a business. And a business doesn't treat people who are creating content for your platform the way that you treat your creators. And maybe it's because we're a dime a dozen and you don't have to care because you think that the next guy is going to pop up to replace me when I've finally fed up. But the honest to God truth is another platform is going to surface that's going to be an option. And then the next guy who's going to pop up is going to pop up on that platform and not on yours because you spent so many years treating us like crap. And that's the honest to God truth. It's what's going to happen. All of the next big online superstars are not going to be on YouTube. I'm convinced of that. YouTube is spending all of its time trying to make sure that it just holds tightly to those people that are on here now. And guess what? Man, if we know anything, we know that that stuff comes and goes all the time. All the time. And if you're not taking care of the folks coming up the ladder, well, you're just screwing your own future. Hey, good morning. Happy trails hiking. How are you? Is Amazon Tube a viable option? I don't know what Amazon Tube is, but Twitch is owned by Amazon. And Amazon has basically made the commitment to creating a competitive platform. And I truly believe that there's going to be a mass exodus off of YouTube, even by some of YouTube's best known content creators, which I don't understand because all YouTube really cares about is keeping those people producing content and paying them. But there's definitely going to be a mass exodus of small creators off of YouTube and onto another platform because we simply want to go to a place that's going to appreciate what we're trying to do and our vision and our effort. And we're not going to get that from YouTube. It's 10:35 and you're lucky, Happy Trails Hiking. You have not missed the dad joke of the day. Or some would say maybe you're not lucky. I don't know. But it is time. It is time. It is time. That's right. I mixed up two of my letters. Oh, hold on. I mixed up two letters in my dad joke. Oh boy. And now the whole thing is urined. Oh boy. That is horrifying. I mixed up two letters in my dad joke. And now the whole thing is urined. There we go. Wow. Woo! Alrighty. Hey, hit him up on Twitter, Elijah Hill. I'm sure he'll love to hear from you. Wow, that one was really, really, really not great. But hey, you get what you get here, man, with the free jokes, okay? Oh, man. So I promised after the 10:30 hour, when we were finished with the dad joke of the day, that we were going to talk a little bit about expectations. And the subject came up, man, why am I... It's like cat hairs flying everywhere, and the cat's not even in here. Getting racy with the dad jokes. I don't know if that's racy, but it's not. It's yeah. I don't even know where you go from here with that one. Okay, that one wasn't that bad. You still should burn the book though. All right, so we got some people loving that one. Okay, latecomers, it may be safe to join the stream now. Yes, I want to talk a little bit about expectations. So it goes in with a story. Monica's lease is up for her CX-5. She has a Mazda CX-5, and her lease is up in 2 months. And she's struggling because it doesn't make a lot of sense to buy out a leased vehicle. You pretty much pay sticker. It's not usually a particularly good practice. But she is absolutely in love with her Mazda CX-5. She loves the car. So we went to an auto show a week ago, and I created a video that I never put out. And then yesterday we went out to check out some of the ones that we saw at the auto show that she really liked. We went to check them out and drive them. And basically what she's considering is the Mazda CX-5, the new one, trading in her lease on that one, or the Nissan Quest. Or not the Nissan Quest, the Nissan Rogue. So we went out to drive the Nissan Rogue yesterday, which I had full expectation was going to drive like a big giant truck and be crap. And I totally expected what was going to happen yesterday is she was going to drive the Nissan Rogue and it was going to drive like a big giant truck and feel like crap, and she wasn't going to like it. And then we were going to go to the Mazda dealership, and she was going to drive the new CX-5, which would drive exactly like her old CX-5, and she'd say, okay, I like this, it works. That's not anything like what actually happened. So we went to the Nissan dealership. She drove a Rogue, and she really liked it, other than the fact that it seems like you're sitting on a wood plank. The seats just have no give. They're very hard, very stiff seats. So she didn't care too much for the stiff seats, but she loved the vehicle. It drove like a car, which is beautiful. And she really enjoyed it. So we went over to Mazda, and now I'm thinking, oh boy, now we're going to be worse off. Because Monica's not exactly what I'd call a fast decision maker. So when you add more options into the mix, life gets worse. So we went over, we picked out a CX-5 that she wanted to drive that had comparable equipment to what we drove on the Nissan. She drove it, and she says, honey, you got to drive it. I drove it. I don't know what they did to this vehicle, but damn, it drove like a truck. It has no power, and when you do get on it, it's all loud and noisy. So you got to understand, she's driving a CX-5, the same car, 2-3 years older, and she drove the new one, and neither of us liked it. It was just like, that wouldn't be a car I would buy. So my expectation was that we were going to walk out of there with her firmly excited about getting a new CX-5, and we left knowing that there's no way she's getting a new CX-5, but not exactly knowing. We're kind of in limbo. It's very strange. But let's see. I don't want to put up live chat, just Streamlabs. Use the flaming Pepsi to burn the book. Oh, man. The point of the story is that if you go into anything with expectations, you're bound to be disappointed, or something's bound to change that you don't truly expect. And a lot of us go into YouTube after watching a couple of videos thinking, man, I could do that. Oh, man, it's going to be easy. And all you have to do is produce content and stick it up there. And it really doesn't work like that, as all of us have probably found out way before now. You put up content and nobody watches, and then you know as well as I do that a big part of growing on YouTube is community building and finding folks in your tribe who are interested in what you're doing, and you're interested in what they're doing, and then you kind of help each other grow. And it's very similar to what we do here on the Best Hour of My Day. And by the way, if you haven't hit those thumbs up, please do so, guys. I'd really appreciate it. But that's kind of what we do here on the Best Hour of My Day. It's not just about building my tribe here, because this is really not my show. It's your show. It's about helping everyone to understand and communicate with each other and learn how you guys can grow your own tribe, grow your own audience. I mean, that's the best part about it. And then you have all these folks right here in this group that just want to help you do it, which is a beautiful thing. Yes, premeditated resentments. Isn't that the truth? Good morning, Geo Jerry. So along with that, there's always, hey, good morning, Steve Miller Photo. Hello. You guys are late for the dad joke of the day. I don't know, man. I think we should close the show after 10:30 just so we can't have people popping in after the dad joke of the day. It just doesn't seem right that we aren't all subjected to the same rigors of the dad joke of the day. But expectations can definitely taint people. If you have expectations that it's going to be easy, chances are you're not going to make it on YouTube. In fact, if you have any expectations at all on YouTube, chances are you're not going to make it. So that's where I wanted to enter into a little bit of a discussion about what success actually is. How do you define your success? How do you define success on YouTube? How do you define success in life? Some people would define their YouTube success by making... All right, I think we're back. I think we are back. It appears that for some reason my internet connection just decided to die. Expectations on yourself are just as dangerous. You're just asking to sit in self-pity. Yes, if you are definitely the kind of person who's going to feel sorry for him or herself, it's not a good idea. I'm not generally that guy. I just kind of keep going. Did you guys get to hear the dad joke of the day before the chat went bad? If not, here, let's do it again. Let's do it again. I mixed up 2 letters in my dad joke, and now the whole thing is urined. I'm not kidding. That's actually the joke. So there you go. For those of you who missed it, now you have been enlightened. Success on YouTube. For me, how I define success on YouTube, if I produce a video that I like, if I take the time to plan something and I produce a video that I really like, to me, that's a success. Doesn't matter if it gets even 1 single view. If I produce something that I like, I know eventually people will find it and enjoy it. Views are nice. They really are. Views are kind of what we're all working for here. You want more people to like and enjoy your content. But if you base your success on YouTube, on views, man, it's just an entryway to disappointment on a relatively constant basis, because it takes so long to build up an audience and to build up all of that stuff, that if you're just sitting there watching your views, it affects what you want to create. It affects what you want to do. It taints the fun and enjoyment of actually the filmmaking process. And if you do that, you're probably going to get discouraged and disappointed with YouTube a long time before anything actually starts to happen with your channel. I watched a video the other day talking about Mr. Beast. A lot of folks know who Mr. Beast is these days. But Mr. Beast produced content on YouTube for almost 5 years. And he really only got serious at producing content about 2 years ago. And even then, he wasn't an overnight success. He just kept producing content. And eventually, something that he was doing started to catch on. Or he started to get it. Or he started to click with his audience. And that's the way YouTube works. All of the folks that we look at that have massive YouTube channels that seem like they were overnight successes, almost none of them were overnight successes. Almost every single one of those folks either A, had a platform somewhere else off of YouTube that was already grown, and we know lots of folks like that, like Cam Newton and, some of the other Hollywood folks that are on here that have overnight success on YouTube, so to speak. But other, then you've got guys like Casey Neistat, who had his own HBO show before he ever moved to YouTube. And even then it took him several years to start to build an audience. Even then, it took several years for him to start to build an audience on YouTube. So Peter McKinnon, he was a professional photographer for years and years and years and years, and his YouTube channel wasn't watched at all for the first 1.5 to 2 years that he was on YouTube. So the point I'm trying to make is that you cannot get discouraged. You cannot put preconceived notions in your head about what you're expecting to accomplish here on YouTube. It is perfectly fine to have goals, and it's perfectly fine to say to your audience or yourself, hey, this is where I'd like to be in a year. I can tell you guys flat out, I would really like my vlog channel to be somewhere around 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Is it a realistic goal? I don't know. I really don't. Because I can't sit here and say I'm never going to have a video that's not going to go viral or take off. I don't know that. But I also may have lots of videos that continue to gain, somewhere around 100 to 120 views every time they go out. And either way, my expectations are just that. I want to put out great content that people enjoy watching. And when it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And I never say if, because if is pointless. When it's going to happen, because it is going to happen. It'll just happen when my content is ready, when my content is mature, and when I'm doing something that appeals to a much wider audience. Maybe I haven't created that yet. But the point is that when you put those expectations in your head, you're pretty much setting yourself up for failure and disappointment and burnout. So the best thing to do is to consider it a success, is to consider everything that you do on YouTube a success when you actually successfully release a video that you like. And then set goals and do the best you can to reach them. Because in a lot of ways, goals don't have anything to do with the audience finding you, and have everything to do with you finding yourself and then finding your audience. More likely, your content won't change. You will change in order to get the success that you want in your goals. So when you set a goal, you're not really setting a goal for your content or anything like that. You're setting a goal for yourself. How much do I need to change? How much do I need to modify in order to reach where I want to be? And sometimes you're going to make it, and sometimes you're not. But let's face it, in this life, the journey is really the fun. It really is. The journey is the fun. So, and we've learned that lots on the best hour of my day. Good morning, Not Your Average Jojo. Hello. Budget Bushcraft finally made it. Oh man, you missed the bet. You missed the awesome dad joke for today, and the weird wonky network problems that I'm having here. I don't understand it. Budget, it's good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. If Heavy Metal Magnet is out there, hanging out, lurking in the background, we love you, my friend. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are working safe. I can't wait for the baby to come. I know you can't either. It's going to be awesome. Studio Geek 32, hello. What are you talking about? Studio Geek 32, today I spent the second half of the show talking about expectations and how going into anything with expectations can lead to all kinds of problems. And then I transitioned from talking about those expectations into talking about what YouTube success truly is. And if you wake up every day thinking you're going to produce a great video that you love, and you do so and you put it out there, to me that's success. All the other stuff will come if you keep working hard and you set goals that you modify yourself to reach those goals. Hey, Timey Lives, good morning, good morning, good morning. A little bit on the late side, my friend, passing out donuts, dog food, and broken hearts. Hi, everyone. Just home from dinner with the hubby. Awesome, Karen. Good morning. How are you? Or good evening for you. If I'm happy with what I put out and I provide value to at least one person, I'm a success. It doesn't mean I won't optimize my channel, but I'm more concerned about the quality and the value. And I totally agree with that, Jay. I really do. For me, some of the value is just in the silly entertainment. Maybe not trying to teach people things. But either way, if you can or even in some of the positivity or the inspiration, if I can convince somebody that they can do it and they can go out there and they can create videos and they can find something that they love to do in life, or they just go out there and do good things or nice things for other people, man, that makes me feel pretty good. That's very successful for me. I love that. I absolutely love that. Good morning, Timey Lives. Yes, she's finally here, doing fine, and the belly is full. Awesome, Karen. I am starving. It is really time for me to get something to eat. Better go. It's just a great story. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Jelly. Have a great day. Be safe, my friend. Be safe. Yeah, today was kind of fun. I'm going to do this every day. We're going to have fun and fellowship for the first half hour. Then we're going to have the epic dad joke of the day. And then for the second half, we're kind of going to touch on a subject. And I want your feedback. I want you guys to get involved in the conversation in the chat. Don't hesitate. If you disagree with me, that's okay. It doesn't mean that I'm right, that's for sure. Although, it doesn't mean I'm wrong either. But I'm interested to know what you guys think. Have you gone into any situations where you had preconceived notions that turned out to be completely wrong? Do you guys set or have preconceived notions when you put out a video that you really love on YouTube, only to be disappointed by its performance or pleasantly surprised? The thing is I've put out videos that I wasn't particularly proud of on YouTube that I turned out to be pleasantly surprised because everybody really enjoyed them. And then I had to go back and look and say, all right, so what is it about this video that appealed to folks that I didn't like? Because trust me, everybody has that stupid video out there that they hate, that they wish they never produced, but is really popular on their channel. And, you know, sometimes we spend so much time thinking about what we didn't like about the video instead of analyzing the reason why it actually worked and we didn't think it would. Because, man, I can't tell you how often that actually happens. So, sorry, I'm putting together an update. Well, awesome timing. I just got here, too. Yes, everybody is arriving late. I don't know what the story is. Inspired John is probably... He's probably making sure that his basement is dry, because all it ever freaking does is rain here. As long as my friends watch my clips, I am content. That's exactly right, Karen. That's awesome. My toenail video. Yep. My mall video, which I originally wanted to be really great, which turned out to be really bad, and then which lots of people really watched and enjoyed or didn't enjoy. Mostly controversy is what creates viewership in some ways. So just like the toenail video, John. There you go. It's the way it is. Oh, man, it's 10:55, guys. I was disappointed initially with my short film. I hope to get more people seeing it, but it's gotten better now. Yep. Well, sometimes stuff picks up over time. Sometimes. But the point is that expectations shouldn't... You shouldn't have expectations when you release stuff. You should just be trying to provide whatever purpose it is you're trying to provide. If your purpose is entertainment or providing value or giving somebody a laugh or giving somebody inspiration, if you can do that, then that's all your expectations should really be. When you set your goals, you want to set goals and then decide. You want to decide your goals based on what you love to do, because if your goal is to make 6 figures this year, you might end up doing a lot of things you don't love to do. So a more realistic goal might be to create 35 videos that help people to find ways to make money on YouTube or something like that. It's a much more realistic goal, and if you can achieve that, chances are you're going to climb into making that kind of money on YouTube. So there you go. I woke an obnoxious buzzing noise. Blurb's egg maker. Throw stuff up and see what sticks. Sometimes, Inspired John, that's what it feels like. I just like showing people places I go, and I've always loved... what's this? I've always loved taking videos and pictures everywhere. Irvin, I love that too, man. It's awesome. I find that my mother texted me to tell me my uncle passed. Oh, man. Timmy, that's not good. I agree. I just wanted to help more than 40 people was all. That's awesome, Timmy. That is awesome. All right, so it's 10:57. I'm going to try to help some folks make a little bit of money on YouTube. And the way that you can do that easily is becoming an affiliate of Builderall. Now, Builderall is an awesome package, and if you just want to create a website for your YouTube channel, or you want to produce your own product, like let's say you wanted to make an online course and sell it for some special skill that you have, or you wanted to produce webinars that help people through a specific process, well, you can do that there as well. There are so many tools that you can use on Builderall to help grow your online business that it's kind of ridiculous. And on top of that, version 3.0 is coming out. They've completely revamped so many of the tools to make them better and better and better. But on top of that, even more so, is that you can become an affiliate of Builderall, and you can actually earn an income talking about Builderall, which is very cool stuff. Guys, I actually have a promotion coming out not too long from now where I have challenged myself. I have set myself up for failure, and we're going to see what happens. But I'm working diligently hard on it to try to hopefully help everyone to achieve more of their financial goals this year. And that will probably be released within the next, I don't know, this week, hopefully, if we're lucky. And that will be centered around Builderall. So guys, do me a big favor. If you haven't checked it out, please do so. There is a 7-day free trial link in the description. There's also the 1 Million Entrepreneur Challenge that is still going on. So if you want to join my affiliate team and have direct access to me to help you to grow your team, well, you can click that link as well. And that's about all I have to say about Builderall. I freaking love it. I really do. I don't talk about products I don't use, and I don't talk about products that I don't love. So if you are interested in possibly making a buck or two on YouTube and you want to learn about how affiliate marketing works, it is a great way to get in on the ground floor. It is 10:59. Hey, Stacy Morgan, we will see you soon. My grandma passed away about 13 years ago. Yep, my grandparents have been gone for quite some time as well. It is that time. It is 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the only legitimate time zone. It is the last day of March for this year. So go out there and enjoy the rain or the snow or whatever crappy weather is being delivered to us by the groundhog and make the best of it. Keep a big smile on your face. Hug your kids. Hug your wife. And make sure that you make the very best of this day. Find your adventure. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day. And I will see you soon. I love you guys, and you've changed my life. Just letting you know.